Good morning, Year 4, and welcome to Thursday's reading lesson. We're going to continue to retrieve and record information, but we're going to move away from the poem that we've been looking at so far this week. We're going to try and use the same skills of skimming and retrieving, but in a different type of text. So I've got an extract from a book here, and the chapter is called That Friday Feeling. So you can either pause the video now and read the extract yourself, which is just here, or you can listen to me read it to you. I'm going to read it now. That Friday Feeling. It was Friday afternoon and school had just finished, but Susie couldn't muster any excitement for the weekend that lay ahead. Instead, she was sandwiched between a dozen other pupils in the dilapidated bus shelter outside the school gates, watching the rain hammer down and worrying. The bus was late. This wouldn't usually bother her, but today was different. Today was important, and she had to make sure she got home on time, so it should have been a relief to see her parents' car race into view round the corner. But Susie just let out a groan. "Oh no," she muttered, "not this again." So first of all, just take a moment to think about what that extract was about. Okay, so there was a girl called Susie. School's finished. She's on her way home. We know she's getting the bus. We don't know why the bus is late, and we don't know why she doesn't want her parents to come and pick her up. Only that this has already happened before. So you're now going to answer some questions with me. So the first question we've got is, what day was it? Okay. So I'm going to now skim the text. I'm going to read it through, and I'm looking for a day. Okay. I wonder if you can find it before me. Point to it if you found it. It was Friday afternoon. Oh, there you go. That one wasn't so hard, was it? Friday. Okay, so I can type my answer in. What day was it? Well, that one's fairly easy. I've retrieved that one. Friday. Right, next question. Describe the bus shelter. Well, okay, so why did she start talking about the bus? It was Friday afternoon, school had just finished, but Susie couldn't muster any excitement for the weekend that lay ahead. Instead, she was sandwiched between a dozen other pupils in the dilapidated bus shelter. Okay, now there's a word there, dilapidated. Do you know what that means? If you don't, and you've got your dictionary handy, then you could look it up. Dilapidated. What do you think it means? What do you think it means? Beautiful? Do you think it could mean beautiful? What's it in? Between a dozen other pupils in the dilapidated bus shelter outside the school gates. Well, it's describing the bus shelter. We've not really got much other context, have we? Dilapidated. Dilapidated. Fallen into ruin or decay. So it means ruined. So if we've got to describe the bus shelter, we might say it's ruined. Okay. It's not beautiful then, is it? Almost ugly. Why could Susie not get excited about the weekend? Okay, so we haven't read that so far, so I could start down here a bit further. The bus was late. Oh no. Did anybody spot my mistake? I need to start further up, don't I? I'm going to start from the beginning again. It was Friday afternoon and school had just finished, but Susie couldn't muster any excitement for the week that lay ahead. So here she's saying, I haven't got any excitement. But we don't know why yet. She was sandwiched between the dozen other pupils in the dilapidated, so run-down bus shelter outside the school gates, watching the rain. So it's raining. It's not just raining, it's hammering down. And she's worrying. So she's sandwiched in between a dozen or other people. So she's squashed. So let's write these down. So she is squashed in a ruined bus shelter whilst it is hammering with rain, and she is worrying. Do we know what she's worrying about yet? We don't, do we? But we just know that she is worrying. Okay. Move these up a bit. Okay, question 4. Why did she want to go home on time? Okay, I don't think that's in that first paragraph here. This wouldn't usually bother her, but today was different. Today was important. And she had to make sure she got home on time. Okay, so we don't know why, but today is important. Okay, last question. 5. Describe how Susie felt when her parents drove around the corner. Right, if somebody says, oh no, and mutters, and then goes, not this again, how would you describe them as feeling? Worried? Bored? Tense? Okay, so we've had a go at going through the text and highlighting that important information that's related to the question. What you're going to have a go at today, attached with your resources, are some comprehension. So, bronze challenge, you have to read this section from the book Leo and the Octopus and answer these questions. Silver, you need to read the extract from The Boy Who Sang with Dragons and answer these questions. And gold, you've got to read the book The Darkness of Dragons and answer these questions. Now, if you start on the silver challenge and think that's too easy, then move on to gold, okay? Do as much as you want to. I would imagine most of you will start with silver and then move up. Some of you might start on bronze. That's absolutely fine, okay? If you haven't got a printer, don't worry about copying it all out. Just write number 1 and answer the question for me, okay? Look forward to seeing your work, and I will speak to you later on in another recorded lesson. All right, bye Year 4.